everybody starts, you have to learn the basics. Whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's making anything, crafts. But once you've learned that, you get into a flow. The Greeks said, this is finding your muse. There is an easiness and a flow that just happens that if you're not in that spot, it's just work. A person that's a surfer, you spend months and years learning how to just not fall off the board. But once a person's got it, they do things with that surfboard that should be impossible. And it happens with music, it happens with painting, and that's where you connect, I feel, to God, because that's the point where you're just doing, you're just creating.
Several years into our marriage, my husband's sister-in-law said, I've got something I know you'll like. She gave me a start of the starter I have now, and that was more than 30 years ago. I don't know the origin from there, but I know that we in my family have kept it alive since then. Almost a 2-day process, and so it really is a creation. It does have to be fed on a regular basis and tended to as if it were a family member. But it is an offer of love that I make when I make my bread. I want it to be the best it can be. I want people to enjoy it and appreciate it as much as we do here.
I build custom cabinets for a living, custom furniture, but I love working with wood, a natural product. I like to use a lot of dovetail joints, make it so that I can pass it down to, our kids someday, or if I make it for somebody that they can pass it down generation to generation. I let the grain speak to me. I just like a nice clear finish on it. And that's what God made right there, and so it's nice to show it off and then make it beautiful. And definitely the grain and the different species of wood definitely talk to you sometimes. And sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes it takes a little while to come up with a design, but eventually it does. So I really enjoy that.
I take a lot of pictures. I take photographs. I carry my camera with me all the time. Either on my phone or on the camera. And if I see a cloud formation here, I'm either pulling over, stopping, or shooting through the window, trying to get a, I like that, or a sunset. So, and if I can put those into a painting, that kind of, I can't do it as good as God can do it. There's no way. Being an engineer, I was approaching art from an engineering standpoint. Now, how did they do that? How did he get that effect? How did he accomplish that light and that feeling and that impression? And so it became a problem for me to try to solve. But most of the time, I'm just delighted that people think it's okay stuff and would like to have it in their house. That still amazes me. But the more I do it, the more I enjoy doing it, and the more I want to do it. And sometimes early in the morning, I'll just get up. I got to go paint something,
I picked up crochet again 3 years ago when my business was real slow, and I thought, I don't have enough money for Christmas gifts. So I started making gifts for friends. I made 2 pot holders, a dish rag, and then I purchased a really nice tea towel and gave that out to people for gifts for Christmas. And then I really got into crochet and doing purses the next year for my great nieces. I've done stuffed toys. Last year I picked up bead weaving, which is tiny seed beads, and with a thin wire and a needle, individually stringing each bead, but make some beautiful, beautiful jewelry. All of us being children of God, we all have some form of creativity in us. Mine happens to be with my hands. I can't sing, I can't dance, but I can do all kinds of things with my hands. So I'd like to help pass this really heirloom, kind of ancient craft on anyone who's interested.